Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a very exciting episode of Fandom Fights. We're here for Mayhem at the Multiplex. Is it 6, 7, 12? I don't know. Feels like an eternity. But we're here for Mayhem at the Multiplex. 6. The Fandom Fights teams match. We got the champions Duel the Fates going up against the winners, kind of half winners, mostly winners of the Fandom Fights teams Frenzy. So in that event, Albert was half of the winners of the event, and then him and Boatman went to play the other half of the winners. They won that match, and now they have earned their spot here in the title match. So Guns and Ships going up against Duel the Fates. And again, like I said, Duel the Fates are the champions, but Guns and Ships, no stranger to the title match arena. They've been here a couple times. They've been close to it a couple times. I think they are the team that has maybe been in like contender match, title match without getting the belts the most. Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, but Nick is here. Hey.
You've said all of my talking points.
Great. Did you write them down even? And I just like...
I thought about it, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to mention how they won the Frenzy, and then you did it. I was like, cool, I can talk about how Guns and Ships has been in a bunch of title matches, but then you did that. All I will add is that the Frenzy is a fickle mistress. You'll never know what you're going to get. You could get a team that's never challenged before, like the Demigod Complex last year, or you get a team that is very much veterans in terms of title matches. So even though these two teams have played earlier this year, Duel of Fates did win that on their journey to becoming the champions originally. I don't think they should necessarily expect the same thing the second time around, because Guns and Ships, when they're on, they're on. So I'm excited for a good title match, Tim. Hopefully you are too.
I know we're talking a lot, but I do want to add to the point too that this is the first time I think in a title match scenario that Guns and Ships is being managed by someone that's not Caleb Coho. They're being managed by Joe Fairlead, former teams and singles champions. So does that add into it at all with that thing there? And you mean like a Universal Studios? Cha-ching. Okay, let's get into it, starting with the promos.
They took my talking points as well. I can't think of two players in Fandom that you can think of who deserves a belt that hasn't had one yet in Fandom. Here, let's use the burn. That's what happens when you've been lighting fuses all season. Light the fuse.
That was uncomfortable. I'm going to be honest with you. Listen, they got to the title match so many times, yet to win one. I hope the same thing happens tonight. Let's play.
Nick, the fact that we talked for a long time in the intro, negated by the fact that we had short promos. What'd you think?
Very true. I agree. I, too, have very Irish skin, though my burn has just recently mellowed into a nice tan.
Nice. My hair is finally...
getting back to the poofy.
Yeah, it's at the right level now. I'm into it. Let's get into the match, starting with round number 1. Nick, how's it going to work?
Round number 1 is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we will say pens down. The players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they would receive a bonus question. Each team will have 4 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of this here title match. Teams, any questions as we get into round number 1?
Nope.
All right. Your first question will come in the category of Marvel. Your question is, in Daredevil, who is Matt out to eat with when he first meets Elektra?
So, fun fact. I've been a little busy. I have no idea what we're getting in any of these fucking questions at all.
I'm so excited.
This is going to be
I could ask them all, and you could.
Is the answer Mickey Mouse? 5, 4, 3,
could be
2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Brittany.
Foggy.
Let's go to Albert.
Foggy Nelson.
Tyler.
Foggy.
And Boatman.
Sounds like a bluegrass band. Foggy Nelson.
Foggy Nelson is correct. We are all tied up 2-2. Your next question is in the category of DC. Sam Huntington has played which recurring DC character? We were talking about the Karate Kid before this match started, and look at your shirt.
I forgot.
Nice.
It's not Jackie Chan, but it's still.
It is not. It is not. Unfortunately.
Still good. Still good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down, Bo. Let's go to Albert.
Is it Perry White?
Let's go to Tyler.
Jimmy Olsen.
Let's go to Boatman.
Realize he's the guy from Fanboys, Jimmy Olsen.
Let's go to Brittany.
Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen is correct. So 4-3. Nick, what's next?
Your third question will come in the category of the Wizarding World. Your question is, what is the name of the charm that Cedric Diggory uses to breathe underwater in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire?
You a good swimmer?
I was at one point. I used to lifeguard. I was on the swim team for 1 year. Hated my life.
I got out of the swim course in gym class my junior year of high school by telling them I was sick.
Dang.
I couldn't go in the pool. Didn't have to do it. It was great. So I didn't have to show everyone my testicles. 5, 4.
Good.
3,
I hope
2,
the audio didn't cut out for anyone else.
Pens down. Let's go to Tyler.
The bubblehead charm.
Let's go to Boatman.
I said bubble breath.
Let's go to Brittany.
Bubblehead charm.
And Albert.
Bubblehead charm.
Bubblehead charm is correct. So 6-4 as we get into your next question in the category of Planet of the Apes. Which Planet of the Apes film features someone interrupting an ape funeral? You never like to see it.
I do sometimes.
Harambe, am I right?
Oh, dude, not cool.
Oh, sorry. Was this Maggie? No?
Too soon.
Oh, she's not listening. Too soon. Too soon.
Oh. Too soon.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Bo.
I said Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Let's go to Brittany.
Said Planet of the Apes, 1968.
Let's go to Albert.
Is it Battle for the Planet of the Apes?
And let's go to Tyler.
I also said Battle for the Planet of the Apes.
Brittany is correct. 68's Planet of the Apes is the correct answer. So, Nick, what is the next question?
Next question will come in the category of horror icons. What does Jason use to kill the police officer who finds his shack in the woods first in Friday the 13th, Part 2?
The same thing happened to Bucky last week.
Damn.
I didn't know he had a shack in the woods, but...
Nice. I had to write about Mortal Kombat recently. Did you know that Jason is in Mortal Kombat?
Well, I did. 3,
Oh,
2,
I did.
1. Pens down. I play the games. Let's go to Brittany.
Hammer.
Let's go to Albert.
I said axe.
Let's go to Tyler.
I said knife.
And let's go to Boatman.
I said a pitchfork.
Hammer is correct. So once again, Brittany getting the correct answer, the only one to remain perfect as we get into your next question in the category of the MCU. What is the full name of the rival doctor whose patient Strange saves at the beginning of Doctor Strange?
That looked funny because I'm a little laggy. So you let your sentence, like the sound finished, and then you were like,
That's fair. What is going on back there?
a lot, I bet.
5. Yeah. 3,
Well,
2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Albert.
Nicodemus West.
Ooh. Let's go to Tyler.
No, I didn't have it.
Let's go to Boatman.
Niles Crane.
Nice. Let's go to Brittany.
I also said Nicodemus West.
We just had Nick West, but yeah, Nicodemus.
I wasn't sure when
is
he said full name.
Yeah.
Yeah, NIC. So yeah, no, Nicodemus West. So Nick, I have the score 9-5.
that's what I asked.
Dolly Parton.
All right, what's next, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of fandom quotes. And your question is, Which Law and Order film features the quote, "You invited them to get naked and sacrifice a small goat"?
Oh my. I'm gonna get a tattoo soon. Thoughts?
Okay. Congratulations.
Thoughts on what I should get?
Oh, a little footprint? A little baby footprint?
That could be it. My sister did that, so I don't want to feel like I'm copying.
A little like face print?
One pen across my face. Let's go to Tyler.
I said Rush Hour 2.
Let's go to Boatman.
I also said Rush Hour 2.
Let's go to Brittany.
I also said Rush Hour 2.
And Albert.
I said Lethal Weapon 3, completely different.
Rush Hour 2 is the correct answer. So we get into your next question in the category of American Spies. Who plays the asset in Jason Bourne? Do you feel you are an asset to anything?
No.
Me either, man. Literally, Ellie looked at me the other day and said, "You are an asset to nothing." I am 3 weeks old and I don't need you.
At least you added the "et" part at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Boat.
Vincent Cassell.
Let's go to Brittany.
Vincent Cassell.
Let's go to Albert.
I said Alicia Vikander.
And Tyler.
Now I know how to pronounce it. Vincent Cassell.
I always said Castle, but
Me
yeah.
too.
Vincent Cassell,
I was
Castle.
about to till Boat said it.
It's fun. You gotta have the little Cassell.
Nick, I have 13-7. What's next?
Your penultimate question will come in the category of the worlds of DC. What is the name of the sentient pen who writes messages dictated by Shazam in Shazam: Fury of the Gods?
When was the last time you felt real fury?
My aunt likes to wear a lot of coats. I don't really support it, but they're made from real animals, so it felt a little.
It's fair.
fury.
That's fair. That took you a second, but you got there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany.
I believe it's Steve.
Let's go to Albert.
I said Bob.
Tyler.
Yeah, I said Percy.
And Boatman.
Steve.
Steve is correct.
Good job.
So 14-8 going into the final question, and I believe Brittany is still perfect. So if she hits this, she will get the bonus question. Your final question in the round is in the category of Disney animation, and your question is: in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Nick, say the name, Nick.
Claude Frollo, Tim.
Thank you, Frollo. There was a bad typo.
Bad typo, my bad.
In The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Claude Frollo plans to ceremoniously execute Esmeralda while Quasimodo is chained in the castle by killing her. How? I knew it was Frollo, but I'm like,
I was like, I hope he remembers it's Frollo and not what I have written.
But I'm so just out of it. I'm like, am I wrong? Am I remembering?
And the other thing was, if I try and change it now that he's begun speaking, he'll still get thrown off. So let's just see what happens.
Let's just see where we're going here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Albert, we're going to start with you.
I said Burning.
Let's go to Tyler.
I said burning her at the stake.
Let's go to Boatman.
Burning her alive.
And Brittany.
Burning her alive.
Nick, I believe we can accept all of those answers. Burning alive is correct. So it's 16-10, and Brittany gets the perfect round. Is that correct?
That is correct, Tim.
All right, Brittany, we are going to give you a bonus question to you, only to you. Are you ready, Brittany?
Yep.
All right, your question. Name 3 primarily live-action Fandom films that have an entirely animated sequence while one of the characters narrates a story. Give you a little bit of extra time.
Fuck, that's your
4.
I'm not going to waste a repeat here, Tyler.
Okay.
I'll say Deathly Hallows Part 1 and leave it at that.
That was one of the options. The other options we were looking for were Black Panther, Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and Birds of Prey.
Okay.
Oh,
Possibly.
I wasn't even thinking in the right realm for that was the question.
Yep.
So at the end of round number 1, it is still 16-10. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right. How's round number 2 going to work today, Nick?
Round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 10 fandom categories on it. No spinners or opponent's choice per request of the champions. Each team will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You will get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you like check down a multiple choice, in which case it'll only be worth 1, and be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are Disney Animation, Horror Icons, Pixar, MCU, Sci-Fi Icons, Scores and Soundtracks, Worlds of DC, DreamWorks, Planet of the Apes, and James Bond. Take it away, Tim.
All right, Duel of the Fates, you're in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Guns and Ships?
We will go first.
Okay, this is going to be the spin for Duel of the Fates. It lands on the scores and the soundtracks. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Spin again, please.
Okay, this is what you're going to be stuck with. And it lands on the Pixar. So, Nick, would you please go ahead and read Duel of the Fates? Their questions. Duel of the Fates, who's going to be your answerer? Brittany Tapley will be the answerer. Nick, will you please go ahead and read the questions?
Gladly. Duel of the Fates, are you prepared for your questions in the category of Pixar? All right, your first question. Which Pixar film features 2 people arguing whether they should take exit 7 or exit at Traction Avenue?
The Incredibles, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who voices Claire, the female announcer for the Scare Games in Monsters University?
Aubrey Plaza, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
The Scare Games.
Your third question. What is the name of the planet that Buzz and his crew are stranded on in Lightyear?
Takani Prime, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. In Ratatouille, after his meal, Colette tells Ego that if he wishes to meet the chef, he will have to do what?
Five, 4, 3.
Wait until they close, final answer.
That is incorrect. Guns and Ships chance for a 2-point steal.
Yep.
5.
Wait until all the customers have left. Final answer.
That is correct for a 2-point steal.
Brittany, you did a...
Sorry, one second.
Okay.
Wait, we're not. Oh.
Leaving it.
We'll leave it.
Okay.
Okay,
Ready.
go.
Okay,
I'll figure it out. Just go.
All right, cool. All right, Duel of the Fates, your final question in Pixar. What type of animal is Becky in Finding Dory?
A bird. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. The end of Duel of the Fates, round 2.
All right, Nick. So at the end of that, I have Guns and Chips with the steal getting their total up to 12, but Duel of the Fates otherwise getting every other question for 2, getting their total up to 19. 24. 24, Nick.
Yes. That's
24 to 19. Okay. Oh, so close. God damn it. Just go to multiple choice, guys. Okay, so 24 to 19. Let's bring back the wheel. This is going to be the spin for Guns and Chips. Oh, hang on. Cody, are you wanting to be brought in?
They can't have 19.
Yeah.
Oh, they have 12. I'm drunk.
Oh, I heard 24 to 19. I'm like, what?
No, that's
happened?
what I said. That's absolutely what I said.
Okay.
That is absolutely what I said, but they have 12.
Okay.
So 24 to 12. 24 to I absolutely said 19.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
So that is my bad. I apologize. So, okay, we're going to go to the spin for Guns and Chips. And it lands on Disney Animation.
We will keep this.
I'm shook. Okay. Who will be the answerer for Guns and Chips? Boatman?
I will be.
I figured. Okay. Since you answered the steal. Guys, I'll be giving you your questions in Disney Animation. Are you ready? Great. Okay, your first question. A day is dubbed Winds Day due to the high wind in which Disney animated film?
The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Final answer.
Thank you. That is
My
correct.
bad.
All right, your next question. Who voices Yes's assistant, Maybe, in Ralph Breaks the Internet? Sorry. Five.
Multiple choice, please.
All right, your options are A, Pete Davidson, B, Nathan Fillion, C, Seth Green, or D, Flula Borg.
D, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, your next question, Guns and Chips. What is the name of the Princess of Atlantis in Atlantis, the Lost Empire?
Kita, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your penultimate question. Saludos Amigos opens with Donald Duck visiting a lake in which country?
Brazil, final answer?
That is incorrect.
I'm sorry.
Chance for a 2-point steal, Duel of the Fates.
We'll say Uruguay. Final answer.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for Peru. Peru. All right, so Guns and Chips, we get into your final question of the round in Disney animation. What specifically is the final thing that happens to the new Bolt and Penny in the TV show that Rhino is watching at the end of Bolt?
They get abducted by aliens. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. That
You
makes
seem
sense.
so disgusted that I
makes
know that.
Okay, so that is correct for 2 points. So, Nick, I will hopefully get this right this time. Duel of the Fates has 24 and Guns and Chips has 19.
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm right this time in saying that it is 24 to 19 as we get into round number 3. How's that going to work, Nick?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the filmography round. Each team will be asked a 1, 2, and 3 point valued question. One player will take the 1 point, the other player will take the 2 point, and teams can confer on the 3 point question. The questions will give 2 clues pointing to a different fandom actor or actress. If you get the question correct, you will gain the concurrent point value. Teams, any questions as we get into round number 3? Go, Tim.
Okay, Duel of the Fates, you're in the lead. Do you want set 1 or set 2?
Set 2, please.
All right, so Guns and Chips, you're going to be getting set 1 from Nick.
Indeed. Guns and Chips, I'll be asking you your questions around 3. Who will be taking the 1 point question?
Albert, you're going to take that one, right? Oh.
I'll take the 1 pointer.
All right, Albert, your 1 point question from set 1. Who plays a Die Hard series villain and a Wizarding World wizard?
Alan Rickman.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, Caleb Boatman, I'll be asking you your 2 point question. The question is, who plays an MCU Kree soldier and voices a Transformers series creator?
Five, 4, 3.
Lee Pace.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Gemma Chan.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Guns and Chips, you can confer on this final 3 point question.
Okay.
Your question is, who plays a Worlds of DC uncle and a DC assassin?
World's DC uncle and a DC assassin.
I don't remember have any.
Okay. Worlds of DC uncles. Superman, Man of Steel, BVS. I can't think of an uncle. Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman, 1984.
5.
I'll man the repeats. Repeat.
All right.
That is your first repeat. The question again. Who plays a Worlds of DC uncle and a DC assassin?
Do you remember who plays like in Black Adam, Noah Centineo's like uncle?
Oh, it's not Pierce Brosnan, is it?
No.
Do you know what else the guy's been in?
I'm blanking right now.
Okay.
But that's like one uncle that I can think of.
Okay. Yeah, I can't really think. Oh wait, who's the uncle in? Does Aquaman have an uncle?
5.
I don't think so.
3, 2, 1.
Dolph Lundgren. Final answer.
That is unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for David Thewlis from Red 2 and Wonder Woman.
Oh, he is an uncle.
Okay. All right. So in their round, I have Guns and Chips getting their total up to 20. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
Okay, we're going to move over to Duel of the Fates. Who's going to be taking the 1 point for Duel of the Fates?
Oh, yeah, sure.
It will be me.
Okay, Tyler, I will be giving you your 1 point. Are you ready?
Yep.
Your 1 point question. Who plays a Star Trek captain and voices a DreamWorks possum?
William Shatner.
That's correct for 1 point. All right, Brittany, I'll be giving you your 2-point question. Are you ready?
Yep.
Your 2-point question. Who plays a Star Wars villain and an American spy's admiral?
James Earl Jones.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your question, your 3-point question that you guys can work together on. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, your 3-point question. Who plays a Marvel mutant and voices a Pixar carnivore?
Anna Paquin. Right?
Yes.
Because she's in good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Anna Paquin. Final answer.
That is correct for 3 points.
Great job, Brittany.
Thanks.
So Duel of the Fates getting their total up to 30. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
Okay, how's round number 4 going to work?
Round number 4 is going to work like this. It is the deep cut round. We have another wheel with films on it drafted by each of the teams you see before you today. We are going to spin this wheel 5 times to get 5 different questions, all written at a deep cut level from these different films. Teams can confer. They'll have 15 seconds to write down their answer. And each correct answer is worth 2 points apiece in round number 4. Teams, any questions as we get into the deep cut round?
All right, Nick, what movies are on the wheel?
All right, on the wheel that looks all pretty today, that I put in a lot of effort to make look really nice, is Men in Black, Planet of the Apes 2001, Strange World, Beverly Hills Cop, The Clone Wars, Insurgent, Onward, Rogue Nation, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and Kung Fu Panda 2. So without further ado, this will be the movie that your first question comes from. Going to be Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills Cop. All right. Guys, your first question in Beverly Hills Cop. Are you ready? Great. Okay. Your question is as follows. What drink does Mikey order for him and Axel at the bar?
Bless you, Timothy.
Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome.
I'm so tired.
I'm very hungry.
I had a lot to eat. Maggie's parents brought over some pizza for us.
Maybe that's why you're so tired.
5, 3, 2. That's not why I'm tired. 1 pens down. Let's start with Duel of the Fates.
Sorry. There we go. Scotch and sodas.
And Guns and Chips.
Scotch and soda.
That is correct. All right, Nick, let's get into that next wheel spin. Go for it, Nick.
All righty. It'll be Onward. All right, your question in Onward. Ian crosses out what word on his hand and replaces it with the word gang before asking his friends to come over. You should get some more sleep, Tim.
Oh! Didn't think about that one at all. Good point, Maggie. We didn't think about that.
I was kind of hoping Maggie didn't hear me.
Oh, she heard you. It sucks because the baby is so cute. She's so cute. She just keeps us awake. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Guns and Chips. We're gonna start with you.
Dudes.
And Duel of the Fates.
Dudes.
That is correct. 2 points apiece. Let's bring it back the wheel. Nick, go ahead and spin it.
Gladly. That'd be Rogue Nation.
Great film. Okay. So I will give you guys your question in Rogue Nation. Your question is, Brant tells Luther they need to find Ethan before what division does? Your thought on division?
Long or short?
Yeah.
That was an either or, not a yes or no.
I only heard you say long.
Oh, or short. Long.
Oh.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it on my calculator. 5,
Great.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Duel of the Fates
So it's special activities.
and Guns and Chips.
Special activities division.
That is correct. So both teams getting 2 points. So we bring back the wheel for question number 4. Nick, go ahead and spin it. Oh, the modern classic Insurgent. Nick, go ahead and read the question. The macaw liked that one.
I'm so excited. All right, your question. How does 4 unlock the door that leads to the lab with the box?
Your thoughts on 4? The number.
I thought of something funnier than it.
Your thoughts on boxes.
Stepped all over my 5 joke.
Oh, 5, 4, 3,
Boxes are
2,
useful.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Guns and Chips.
Facial scan.
Let's go to Duel of the Fates.
But we went really detailed. We said Peter puts his profile in the system and then put facial scan at the bottom just in case, because I wasn't sure what you wanted.
We wanted facial scans, so both are correct.
Cool.
So, Nick, as we get into the last question of the round, I have the score at 38-28.
Yep.
Okay, so let's bring up the wheel, and this is going to be the final spin of the round.
Five different movies.
It's from the Order of the Phoenix. Guys, your question in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix is as follows. What is the only spell we hear Luna cast while in the Department of Mysteries?
And I do believe if Duel hits this and Guns misses, that would be the match.
Correct. Any other outcome, we move on.
Right. Even if a meteor hits.
I wish one would hit us, honestly. 5, 4, 3.
We would continue on. So
1. Pens down. Let's go to Duel of the Fates.
Levy Corpus.
And Guns and Chips.
Levy Corpus.
That is correct. 2 points apiece. We are moving on to the final round. It is a disgusting score of 40-30. Right?
yes.
Great. How's round number 5 going to work?
Round number 5 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of fandom fights. Once the teams hear the category, they can choose who will take it. The other person will have to take question 2. They can reset for questions 3 and 4, and teams can confer on the 5th and final question. Once they hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Teams, any questions? So we get into round number 5. Alrighty.
Awesome. Then the first category that you guys can bet points on is sci-fi icons. Let's get bets. Starting with Duel of the Fates. Who's going to take it and how much are you betting?
I'm going to take it and we'll bet 1.
Okay. And Guns and Chips, who's taking it and how much?
I'm taking it, and I'll bet 2.
Okay. Here is your question in the category of sci-fi icons. In The Transformers, the movie, Unicron agrees to turn Megatron into Galvatron if he agrees to do what specifically? Did you just say words? Those were words.
Nice.
The other day, I was like, we were talking about something fandom related, and Maggie was like, I know the answer to that. And I was like, then why don't you just fucking play, Maggie? You're all talk. It's a bunch of bullshit. 5.
She did her time.
3. She did it. 2. 1, pens down. Let's start with Duel of the Fates.
So destroy the matrix of leadership.
And Guns and Chips.
I said let him absorb him.
And your winners, and still Fandom Fights Teams Champions, Duel of the Fates. The answer was destroy the matrix of leadership. Those are words, actually, Maggie. And Brittany got the question correct. Valiant effort from Guns and Chips. I think it was close. Round 1, round 2. I think it came down to that round 3. Just the filmography round. They were able. Duel of the Fates was able to capitalize on that a little bit better. But honestly, every time we see Guns and Chips, they play fantastic. People like to count out Boatman. I think he played really well today. I think Albert played great. It just kind of came down to some bad luck. And again, Tyler and Brittany playing at the top of their game. It's just tough at this point. So, Nick, thoughts before we get into the post-match?
No, Tim, you said it all. I'll tell them what I think.
Okay, great. Well, let's get into it, starting with the second place finishers, Guns and Chips.
Guns and Chips, Tim said it all. You guys always show up in title matches. I agree with him in that, like, round 3 was maybe the difference maker, round 1, but like when Brittany's getting a perfect round, Tyler's close behind. Like, I don't think you can ask for better. In round 2, he steals. I think you outplayed them in round 2. I think you matched them in round 4. And if we had gone further into round 5, who knows what could have happened. Like we always say, Guns and Chips, you're a great team. You continue to make it back to the title ring. I think one day you have the potential to make it just past that. Didn't happen today, but I would say this is an improvement over the last time you played the current team's champions earlier in the year. Would you agree, and how do you feel about your performance overall? Take it away, anybody.
Yeah, I like playing with Albert. I think I say this every single time, but this is an experience I just enjoy. I like playing with Albert. I'll take the mask off a little bit. We knew this was going to be an uphill battle. Brittany and Tyler are great competitors, but I'm proud of how we played. Like, yeah, we would have liked things to go a little bit differently, but like we didn't get knocked out. And I actually think, especially against this team, that's an achievement. We hung in there. I think I've shown I aggressively do not like to get knocked out in Fandom Team's title matches when Rogue Nation is a deep cut movie. But yeah, no, I love playing with Albert. I feel good about how we played. Like, I think this is the thing, is that we are a very complementary team. And you look at that round 1, and like I think that tells the story of Guns. We're like, we weren't hitting giant numbers, but we were both very back and forth, and we were hitting things the other person was missing. So like I said, we're a very complementary team. We're a team that covers each other's bases in a lot of ways. It's just that Duel of the Fates is a team of just 2 behemoths. Like, let's be real. They're both great players. Congrats to them. They're, we'll see we'll send some people down in the path line to try to get that, but it's going to be an uphill challenge no matter who faces them. They're a great team.
Sure. Albert, this is I've lost count of the amount of appearances we've seen you in title matches. How do you feel about this one? Learn anything new? I agree with what Bowman said, that when you think back about round 1, you two, I don't know if together you both missed any questions.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, congratulations again to Duel of the Fates. Like what Bolton said, they are incredible. And yeah, I mean, learning something new from this match. I feel like, personally, for me, I feel more and more comfortable in title matches, particularly in deep cut round. However, the filmography round still bothers me to this day. So that is something I gotta improve on. But otherwise, no, it's just great performance by them. We need to be better if we want to win. But yeah, no, good match.
Joe, wrap this one up. Oh, you're muted. You're pulling it. That's okay. managers have to do that in order to be managed.
I love working with this team. Just for starters, I think just see the excitement when like Abducted by Aliens came up. It's just I love like just the passion these two players both have. And you know what? I don't think they've got anything to hang their heads about. Yes, filmography is a difficult thing, but when the DCU uncle is that the word uncle is very, very brief, and the amount of DC assassins there are versus Pixar dinosaurs. But look, I know these two, and I know they're going to come back with a vengeance. I love working with them. And yeah, once again, we do say congratulations to Duel of the Fates. I think they learned from the best before moving factions, but it is what it is. These two will be back. They always are.
Agreed. Guns and Chips, great job. Always a pleasure seeing you, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you again, especially come tournament time. And we'll bring in our winners today. Duel of the Fates, maybe. Yes. Hello, everyone. Duel of the Fates, second title defense in the books against the winners of the Frenzy, but like very deserving winners, if I do say so myself. Had them on the ropes to where you nearly ended in round 4, but they pushed you into round 5, and you sealed it pretty quick. I think you two are looking more and more comfortable with each title match appearance, which is scary because I would say probably the only thing that could get to you two at this point is nerves, because you've done all the pre-work before this to like have everything stored. It's literally nerves that would stop you from like bringing it forward in the time when you need it. You didn't have any of those nerves today. Played absolutely dominant, bringing your second perfect round of the year. Great stuff. How are you guys feeling about the win?
Fantastic. Okay. Bowen played really well. I want to say that first. I always throw jabs and like throw him under the bus and just dab him, but he played well. Of course, they get fucking Disney animation. Like I'm telling you, this team is like got a magnet to that wheel. It just drives me crazy because even if we were talking about it, if we have 6 or higher, we're going to spin first. If less, we'll spin second, and then we land on Pixar, which is fine. But he would have got Pixar or Disney animation either spin. So at this point, like he was getting something he was good at. So that sucks. But overall, like we can't get that elusive 1 point to get a KO. Like that's what sucks because on our last match we were 1 away and we had to go into it, and this round we were there. But they played really well. He just said something that is just the opposite of this team. Is they're a balanced player that they pick up weaknesses. They both know it all, and it's just if they can pull through all the drawers that have all those movies up there to get to the answer in 15 seconds. Like these two disgust me. That's how good they are. Like we get on call and we practice some questions, and like I could see a movie 30 times and never get close to an answer that they're able to pull with each other. And their confidence in trusting each other to go with the stuff is just getting better and better each title match. So like I think at the beginning of the season was everybody's shot to catch us because this point we're just getting better and better at this point. And Tyler said at the end of the year, we want to be Fandom Team of the Year. And right now it's going to be hard to beat us. So. But I'll pass it to my 2 players because they're fantastic.
Brittany, Tyler, how are you feeling?
Feeling good. Do you want to go first, Tyler? I always go first.
I should pick someone. It should be like Tyler.
Yeah, we both want to let the other go.
Yeah. I guess I go first. First off, I just want to say, great job to Guns and Chips. They did a really good job in this match, especially coming back from that filmography round not working out. I'm sure the way that they wanted to. This match, I mean, like you said, like the nerves, it's starting to go down. Like we are becoming more confident about what we're doing here in the championship matches, where we know we're going to take every opponent seriously. Like we're not like, it's Guns and Chips, we don't care, or rule of 2, we don't like. We're never going to have that mentality. It's always going to be we're going to take this person seriously, or this team seriously, and we're going to do everything that we need to do to be able to win. But at the end of the day, like it feels like it's getting to the point where we try to like, I don't know, me specifically, like I was like trying to like practically like force myself to stress out about it, and I was just like, what am I doing? And I was like, why am I doing this? Like it's like, you put in all this work already, especially this past couple months. And so it was like this time I was just a lot more comfortable, which I think Brittany also has said that she's felt that way as well. So I'm just excited that we pulled through this defense that we're going to keep going through this year. I love playing with Brittany. As you can tell, she's phenomenal. I mean, I go in there and, I throw out things that the things that I know. But at the end of the day, like Brittany does such a fantastic job, and I just love playing with her. So I'm just excited we get to do this again, and we get to get that third defense.
Yeah, Brittany, this is shaping up to be quite a year for you. You haven't lost yet. We haven't shot your Mayhem defense against whoever won the tournament. So who knows what could happen there. But as of right now, you've played in almost exclusively title matches, and you haven't lost yet. You one could say you are having a killer year.
Yeah, I really am. Yeah, I mean, of course, and I hope it keeps going like that because this has been really, really great. Getting the perfect round again was really cool. Missing the bonus quest, that was pretty hard. So, it is what it is. But to get the perfect round was pretty cool. And being the perfectionist I am, I do feel bad because that was on me to shoot for the 2. I should have just went to multiple, and then we might have gotten the KO. But we bounced back from it. And at the end of the day, I ended up answering a Transformers question because when that got added to Fandom, I was worried. So good confidence booster for me there. So no, I'm feeling good overall. I love playing with Tyler as well. Anything like I don't know, he knows, and it's just if I'm not sure, he's got the reassurance, the trust, and all that. It just feels like we're on a roll, and I don't know if anyone's gonna be able to catch us at this point. Quite frankly, like I'll be honest, like
that's the me talking in there. That's you want to know what I add right there. That's the confidence. But listen, last year she chased all year long trying to get there. This year, other people have to chase her, and it's really exciting to be on this side of it this time because I think she's playing an incredible year, and it's only going to continue.
So yeah, you guys have gotten your second defense. It's going to be exciting. You'll go up against another one. Is there anyone you're looking to possibly? What is that?
Well, congratulations, Brittany and Tyler, on another successful defense. I expected nothing less from the both of you. But you see, I've been lurking in the shadows. I've been watching, and I've been thinking, I have this #1 contenders match that I somehow won back in the beginning of the season. And thinking about it for much debate, I'm deciding that I'm going to use it in teams. So Mark and I are going to be cashing in the #1 contenders match, and we're going to be using it, hopefully, to play you guys, because it's going to be quite a big challenge, I would say. I'm getting better at Fandom. I'm going to be prepping and studying for this situation. So, yeah, I'm putting it down, my #1 contenders match. I'm going to be using it for teams. And let's just say that after this, Act 4, we're going to go back to Formula.
But again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Giddy has to go.